let him
go. How good is the shot feeling right now?
Pretty good.
Did you feel like you? I mean, I think your last like 13 or so before you left with injury, you kind of, I guess, the shot percentage has been good. I mean, I think I remember you talking about like you were feeling like you were getting the same shots as early in the season. What kind of flipped your season shooting wise? Would you say?
I mean, part of it is you know what you put into the game, and you through the early season struggles, it can wear on you mentally. But on the flip side of things, percentages are always going to balance out to where they should be. And I think I was shooting 15% at one point from three, and I know that's not me. And so just keep doing what I'm doing and focusing on what I'm trying to do. And I know it's going to balance out in my favor at the end of the day because I put a lot of work into it. So I think I just try to stay the course with it and be consistent with my work habits.
Tempo, obviously something you bring to the table. Just what does that open up when you guys are playing fast?
Yeah, I think when we play fast, we get the ball to the floor, it pushes the defense and forces them to naturally be lower. And so the lower we can start our offense, the kind of more room we have to operate. And so whether it's me, Dennis, Steph, whoever it is, just trying to get the ball up the floor as fast as we can, either with the dribble or pass.
Brandon, along those lines, though, you guys had the tempo, but also took care of the ball, and when the offense was moving and everybody's contributing. How nice are those nights when the turnovers are down, assists are up, and everything's kind of clicking?
Yeah, I think on most nights I take our team with minimal turnovers against anybody, just because of the way that we're able to shoot the ball, and if we're able to get a shot up, close to 90-95% of our possessions, you got to feel really good about that.
Talked about it a little bit at practice yesterday, but how much was, the time off, although it was frustrating, how much was that a mental reset for you?
I don't think it was a mental reset. I think, if anything, I was invested more in the game. But like I said yesterday, you feel and you miss out on the joy of playing. And so I really recognized that of not being able to play, and it was out of my control. I realized the joy you kind of have for the game. And so I learned a lot about myself during that time period, and got to see the game in a different lens while the other guys were playing.
What do you feel like you learned about yourself?
I think I learned that, I'm very capable with whatever role I'm asked to do, and I think I can, raise the bar for myself a lot more than what I'm doing right now. And, I think as time goes on, I'm going to contribute and be better as a teammate, as a player, everything all around.
Did you travel on that Euro?
No. If anything, they should have called Quentin's,
Hello, Brandon. You endorsed the Chinese sports brand. What's that mean to you? Like, where the BP1 every night stand out the court?
Yeah, I think it's a blessing for sure. Super thankful and grateful for that opportunity. But, to have your own shoe as a second-year player is not something that's, the norm. And so for me, to be able to, have my own shoe is something that you take pride in. And, it's something you want to achieve when you come into the league. And not many people get to do it. So I'm super, grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you. And today is the Chinese Lunar New Year. Any wishes to your Chinese fans?
Yes, I actually made a video for them a couple days ago, but happy Chinese New Year to them and the whole country of China.
Brandon, this may seem kind of silly, but you're not too far removed from the college game. Do you feel like conference realignment could, and some of the road trips these student athletes are taking, could better prepare them for some of the rigors and demands of the NBA early on in their careers? Just being used to a little more challenging road trips.
Yeah, I think it's helpful. I think, to your point, I think you saw Mick Cronin from UCLA kind of talk about that, and how we've seen the Statue of Liberty 3 times already this year. And, all those kids, regardless of the program, want to get to this level. That's the reason why you play. And so I think the more we can get the game in college to look like a pro game. I think it better suits, those guys coming out early, or even just the guys that go 4 or 5 years in college. And that's definitely part of it, because for me, traveling and being on the road for 12 days at a time was an adjustment at first. So I think the more times you can do that in college, I think it helps you.
What are you learning about playing with Schroeder?
I think we're able to play off each other. We're both, sufficient on the ball, sufficient off the ball, and we do a lot of things. We have a lot of things in common. And I told Bonte and the guys that I drove Dennis back from Sacramento after our game, and so we got to talk to each other for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and just learned about each other, learned about his upbringing, and him learning about mine, and just sharing a lot of things, basketball and non-basketball related. So I think our relationship kind of, became closer because of it.
Tonight was obviously 48 non-Steph minutes, but, moving forward, even in games he plays, how much do you view you and him maybe being able to kind of, combo tag team those non-Steph minutes?
Yeah, I think a lot of tonight he kind of told me, Dennis did, we got to do that same stuff when Steph's playing. And he's right. I think everybody's, confidence level should raise when Steph's out there because of the backbone he kind of gives us. But yeah, if me and Dennis are coming off the bench, I think it's a big energy spark for us. And regardless of who's playing, we got to bring that kind of same mentality every night.